Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm Tully, and because I hate myself, let's play Banished. I'm kidding. So, you've all seen my review of the game. If you haven't, go back, down the list. Yeah, it's down there. Anyway. Since this game is actually pretty damn good, and even though it's quite simple, it does have an element of taking so freaking long, and because making Dwarf Fortress videos would eventually degrade into you watching me click around the same letter on the fucking keyboard for literally 3 hours and then waiting for nothing to happen until everything explodes in a fiery explosion of death and glory and destruction, let's play Banished. Quite simpler, actually. Victor, this is for you. Try not to touch the actual freaking cord. Now, let's see here. Try not to touch the cord because it's actually over my keyboard. I don't know why. It's called this New Lisbon. I actually had a New Lisbon. It's actually quite well developed, but I want to start over. Now, I'm going to make one concession. I'm going to put this in the worst possible definition. Except for one thing. I don't like the mountains terrain because it basically gives you no way to build anything useful. Period. And then you have to build tunnels and bridges everywhere, which is not resource happy. So, valleys. Terrain size, large because I like huge maps. Climate, harsh. Obviously, though, you can put it on fair or mild, or, because I hate myself, let's put this on harsh. Disasters on. Now, notice the difference, right? Difference here. If you start on medium, you get stuff built, you have seeds, you have animals, stuff like that. Medium, less so. Hard, which is the one I start with, is basically what happens on hard difficulty is you need to start as a hunter-gatherer society, basically with gathering herbs, hunting for food, fishing for food, and then slowly trade your way into more permanent things like crops or orchards or animals, like I have in my New Lisbon playthrough. And since, you know, I do have more than one save slot, I can save this. Oh wait, will it overwrite? Technically not, because it does have a different timestamp, even though it's the same name. Praying to start near a large river. Or better yet, a lake. Yeah, I'm gonna start near no water, basically. Force my self-imposed rule. This game will go on until I die. Not until I die, but until the actual village is... Well, son of a bitch. Sometimes the universe actually likes me. Sometimes the universe just says, you know what, Tully? You suffered enough. Here. Have a break. Thank you, universe. Now, little things here. Town surfaces. No, not this. Wait, actually, yes. Even if you don't have any builders assigned, the way you put down the buildings is the way they're going to get constructed. So basically what I'm going to do here is just plan out my basic village here for the people I have right now. So, one fishing dock. Let's see here, one stockpile. Stockpiles are for, basically stockpiles are good for wood, firewood, stone, and iron. And literally nothing else. Also put some... No, put dirt road here, dirt road there. Then put a storage barn, because basically storage barns store everything that... Basically everything, essentially. Storage barns store everything except for iron, stone, wood, and firewood. Which is why this stockpile is there. I'll never have that full, ever. See here, none of that. There you go, housing. And I've actually done the math. You need 4 houses to begin with. See here, 2, 3, and put that 4. And the way I made it means that the stockpile doesn't actually require any sort of work, because it's basically just an area of land, as you can see. But then what will happen will be, resources will be allocated as they are required. For instance, basically, if I don't have enough stone, but I have enough wood, eventually I'll have wood on everything before I even start building. And you don't actually need builders for that, you just need workers. Eventually they'll do it. But when it comes to actual building, it will go fishing dock, barn, house, 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 because that's how I actually made it. You can, of course, either increase priority, like this button here. Like if I do this, eventually it will increase priority, and this will be the first one, then it'll go back to the old one. Or I can actually click this pause button, as you can see right here, and pause construction on everything else. in order to remain nothing but this. Obviously, of course, I will not do that because I actually want my fishing dock. Because guess what? When you start on hard, just increase the priority here. When you start on hard, you start with this. 100 firewood, 1,200 potatoes, 20 high coats, 20 tools. This will net you literally nothing. If you don't start producing more crap by the first fucking winter, you're done. Your people are going to start dying and it's not going to be fun. Anyway, let's go here on resource production and just remove resources on a large strip of land, as you can see here. Be careful not to hit anything across the river, otherwise your workers are going to be going, what? Because a high in pathfinding isn't exactly what you would call stellar. Not that I mind, really. It's good enough. I've seen worse. Once you do that, you go here, click 2 builders, and the best part is, if there's no resources to speak of, then the builders will, I believe, actually help with the workers, which will do the manual labor, like transporting stuff, cutting down trees, breaking down rocks and iron, stuff like that, basically. I also play this game normally on 10x, unless, of course, I actually have to build something or a disaster happens, at which point I just pause, then go back to 10x. Which reminds me, I need to put down a well. Wells are good for one thing and one thing only. Wells are good for stopping fires. I'm going to stop that, because it actually needs a hell of a lot of stone. I'm going to stop that one. Wells actually are used. Imagine if there's a fire, you basically just stop everything, put everyone working as a worker, get fire done, basically. Ow. Ow! Ow! Hit my headphones, god damn. Jesus. Sorry. Jesus fucking Christ, that actually hurt a lot. Anyway. Let's start, shall we? And then, of course, the workers will go off and scurry about their lives. As you can see, dirt roads at least, tend to be prioritized over everything because guess what? They take no resources. And, of course, they don't exactly give you that much speed. As you can see, they're actually allocating resources as we speak. Also, if your building happens to intersect any natural stuff, like, say, rock, like the storage barn, they will remove it first. As you can see, more than 2 people are actually bringing resources. Essentially, all those resources that can be used for building will be used for building, as you can see. Not just the builders will do this, but also the workers. Or anyone else that doesn't exactly have any job to do. You also get these weird-ass, really annoying freaking pop-ups. A good strategy in the beginning is, in fact, to just clear out the entire area around your village. Basically, use this tool, which is remove resources and remove everything. Strip everything, basically. As you can see, when all the resources are done and all the obstacles removed, as you can see, that one still was prioritized, is awesome. You see the framework, the basic framework, and as soon as work is put into it, you can see the structure going up. As you can see there. And there you go. A fisherman's hut. I'm going to put 2 fishermen working there. What happens with houses is, houses can house a lot of stuff. A lot of guys, basically. But the issue is, if you want more population faster, you need to build houses. Because what that means is, then you'll have 1 new house for a couple. Imagine you have 6 families for 5 houses. You build the 6th house, and the 6th family will go into that house and produce more children, and so forth and so forth. However, do keep in mind, when you have more than 40 or 50 people, if you build 3 houses, that might lead to some explosive breeding. More than 3 houses. I normally just go with increments of 2 or 3. Also, as you can see, I'm stockpiling resources because basically everything in the beginning doesn't take exactly that much stuff. It's basically just houses are pretty cheap. Until, of course, you get to stuff like the stone houses, which you can actually build. You can actually build straight up a stone house, or you can build a wooden house like I do, and then much later on upgrade it to a stone house. As you can see, provide more warmth than wooden houses. Warmth isn't important. Your people can and will freeze to death, which is quite unhappy, and I don't think I need to explain to you why exactly. There you go. A storage barn will now store everything necessary for everything. Essentially, I'm going to transport everything from here to the storage barn. It will take a while, because I actually need to have the workers... Oh, okay, I have 8 workers, because apparently my What happens is, I think it's at age 13. I think it's at age 13 that kids actually become adults, and you can in fact put them to work. Also, those icons you see, the yellow icons, indicate statuses. As you can see there, this means that this house doesn't have any firewood. That's actually pretty damn bad, because the house in itself does provide warmth, some measure of warmth, but unfortunately you do need more stuff. Let's see here, where's it? A resource production. For that you produce a wood cutter. Wood cutters? Oh, no, wait. New structure. No, my OCD will kill me if I don't do this. Okay. Wood cutter. There we go. Put a wood cutter there. What that means is, the wood cutter takes only one person. That person will take lumber, wood, and then cut it into firewood, which will then be used to actually warm up houses. And I'm going to do that. I think I might need more food. And one of the important things to remember is you need more food and you need more variety of food. Then again, that place, as you can see right here, does seem to be an important asset, at least later on. That laborer died of starvation. This is occurring far faster than I would have liked it. Oh well. So put the bridge there. Put the bridge there. The tutorial will outright lie to you. As in, having only... I actually need to strip mine more stuff. Well, not strip mine, but you know what I mean. So apparently there's one guy who's homeless for some godforsaken reason. Anyway, the tutorial will tell you 2 fishermen are enough. That is a lie. You need 4. Also huntsmen. Also gatherers. Why don't those deer just walk into my mouth? Oh well. What the hell are my builders? Also, here's how it works. Also, it's not worker, it's laborer for some whatever. As long as you have laborers, if someone who has a specific job dies, the laborer will take their position. So imagine you have 5 laborers in the blacksmith, and if the blacksmith dies, a laborer will take his or her position. I also have plenty of stuff. Where are my builders? And what are they doing? Also, apparently they need a new house. Put a house there. Yes, you can in fact switch over. Pause that one, and focus on the actual house. Where are my builders? Thank you for telling me the reserve food is low. I'm trying to work on it. Builders, where be you? Seriously, where are the builders? What are they doing? Where are the builders and what are they doing? Oh, they were there. Oh, right. Forgot about that one. Can you see that on the top? Because I really don't like this team overlay. There we go. And now that one guy won't be, those 2 guys won't be homeless. Yay! Okay, put that there. This will also require me to actually go and where exactly does that? There we go. It's right there. I like having roads. Sue me. Because problem here is I need you need several types of food, not only to increase your happiness but to increase overall health. Because if you people eat nothing but fish, eventually I think your health will go down. Because guess what? Just a fish diet isn't exactly that good. Apparently, vegetarianism, not vegetarianism, nutritional. I was thinking about nutritionists. Sorry, stereotype. Apparently, nutritionism or nutritionists don't exist yet. Let's see here, and as soon as that, basically, I just strip mine everything here, and then I go to food production and put down a hunting cabin. As you can see here, it does have a range, and to put that range as best as possible on land. Put the hunting cabin there. Yes, I know the reserve of tool is low. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. I can, however, make a blacksmith. Let's see here. Blacksmith here. 1, 2, That's a hill, apparently. Okay. One of the most important things you need to do is have a blacksmith, because otherwise you'll run out of tools, and if you run out of tools, that's terrible. Also, for some reason, making a blacksmith requires iron. I'm sure that makes sense somehow, but I still haven't figured out why. And then you have it. A woodcutter will just stay there and do his or her work. Yes, I know the reserve of firewood is low. You don't need to tell me. I am aware of these things. How much food do I have exactly? Not that much. I don't exactly have any food in storage. The thing is, right, the fact that you don't have food in storage isn't exactly bad. As long as you have food in the houses, then it's everything's fine, basically. So I'm going to increase that to 500. The issue is you need food in storage in case something terrible happens. And later on, when you build the town hall, you can stop worrying about that because you have access to the actual numbers. Like, I can cancel the removal of this. It's actually far away. This one's much closer, and it has a bridge. I could technically just make a second fisherman's hut right here. It would work perfectly, in fact. Like, what? What? Oh, right, because it's a hill. Can I squeeze maybe a fisherman's hut in here? Actually, I can. Yeah, right there. Look. Oh, but it's a hill, so I can't actually put. Well, it doesn't really matter that I can't put a road. And just cancel this and keep it on hold. As you can see here, there are no icons above the houses. There are, however, an icon above this one, which means no tools. Now, your laborers and specialized workers don't exactly stop working if they don't have tools, but they will work slower. And I don't think I need to tell you why that's a bad thing. Okay, they seem to be transporting stuff to the blacksmith. I need 32 iron to build the blacksmith, and of course later on you do need wood and iron to build the actual tools. I don't think I need to tell you why. But if I do, here's the explanation. Tools have a wood handle. Tools have an iron working bit. Like a shovel's shovel part, or a pickaxe's pickaxe part. Get that, Victor? Finally get that? Good. Shouldn't insult Victor. He bought me this game. Sorry, Victor. Sorry. That's pretty much the game, right there. No, I'm not going to stop the series, obviously. I'm going to keep going until everyone in my town either dies or thrives. In fact, let's make this a rule. The series is going to go on until I hit either 1,000 population or everyone dies horribly. Two guesses as to how exactly this series is going to end. You know, I don't exactly have much faith in my ability to keep everyone alive. Guess why? Past experiences, that's why. Oh, come on, build the blacksmith already. Jesus. 28 iron, I need 32 iron. One of the things that I really don't like is the fact that when you see stone and wood stacked, it's kind of indicative. When you look at iron, this looks like a lot of iron, right? It really looks like a lot of iron, but it's 28. It's not exactly that much. Iron stacks in a really weird way. And we're running out of food already. God damn it. Build the blacksmith. We kind of need... Oh, right. I'm going to unpause that one as well, because we kind of need a huntsman's hut as well. And, of course, everyone goes directly to the hunting cabin. I'm also still sick. I think you've realized that. As you can see there, it does intersect with iron, oddly enough, which I didn't actually order to remove. Oh, come on now. God damn. Food, again, this series is going to end today. This series is going to end today, because everyone's going to die horribly. Of hunger and thirst. This is a very poorly thought out experiment. Very poor indeed. Okay, pause that one. Activate that one. Pause that one. Need more fishermen. I'm sorry, people, but we're going to need you to exist purely based on fish. It's a terrible existence, but I think you're gonna have to deal with it. The thing is, right, while the houses might not have food, it doesn't mean that people don't have food. I say that, and the builder just died of starvation. God damn it. And everyone's dying. This is gonna suck. This is what happens when you don't have a lot of room to build with. Yeah, this is a freaking hill, and I can't build on the hill. And everyone's gonna die. Oh, shit. I very much like for you to actually build a... oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Because here's the thing, right? The problem with this freaking thing is that the way the AI is coded means they can be starving, but they will not actually help with getting food. As in, the fishermen will starve while working fish. Not even kidding. And despite the fact that they're starving and there's no food, do they prioritize food-producing buildings? No. They prioritize whatever the hell you prioritize, which is a marvelous example of basically the computer doing exactly what you tell it to do and nothing else. Oh, fuck. Oh, come on now! Yep, everyone's gonna die. Gonna have a village of no people. But you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Do they prioritize the food building? No, let's go look for food that isn't there. See that? See that? They're not... see that? Again, pathfinding and AI, not exactly the best of all games. It's like, should they prioritize things that will save their life? Not exactly. It's like, for fuck's sake, would you mind actually going and doing something? How many fishermen do I have? 4. Okay, that's good. It's very good. Okay. I can free, as you can see, the icon there meant that the, basically that the limit had been reached, so I can release the worker. Put more people in there. And the problem with this is, realistically, this means I'm going to end out of population eventually. Too low of a genetic pool. I'm gonna die. Everyone's gonna have a severe case of inbredism, unfortunately. And thankfully for me, the video's over. It has been over for 3 minutes. Huzzah! So thank you for tuning in. Please stay tuned into the next video, which will hopefully not be as disastrous as this one. Goodbye. Oh God.